Here's the first thing I want to say. Congratulations. I am so happy for you because whatever you are, how much little fame or how much lots of fame that you have, your fame is about to go up, but not for the ego trip. It's not about that. People will recognize you. People will be impressed by you. People will stand up for you. People will be amazed by you. I've heard in the roughly 10 years that I've been a publisher and helping people write their own book, especially people who thought they didn't have a book in them, the stories that I get over and over again are just so thrilling. And you're about to get that. So congratulations, congratulations. And there's thousands of stories, but let me just tell you one because it's particularly funny. There was one young lady, lived in London, but she came to Toronto to have her book launch. And the reason she did is because she wanted to say that she had an international book launch. So she flew to Toronto and she had her book launch. I pay all the expenses and she gets up on stage and I make sure she looks wonderful. And then at the break, I tell everyone to go to her little booth and buy her book. So she keeps all the revenue and I suffer all the expenses. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And you can have pictures taken and videos. It's wonderful. Anyways, she sold out lots of books, but she still had a few left over. When she re-entered the airplane in Toronto to fly back to Heathrow, she said to the in-charge attendant as she was coming in, "By the way, I'm an author." And the lady gasped, "You're an author? Oh my God, do you have your book on you?" And she said, of course. She took a copy out of her purse. There's a lineup of 100 people behind her, but the stewardesses, not allowed to call them, the flight attendants wouldn't let anyone else on because they were all dazzled. "Oh, come here, Jill, Mary, come on over here. Look, we got an author. Here's her book." And they were digging in their own purses to find a $20 bill to buy the book as 100 people are standing waiting in the gangway wondering what the hell's going on here. Anyways, she sits down. She sold 3 copies of her book. She's kind of fun. And after they take off, the pilot comes on and says, "By the way, I have a special announcement. We have an author on board." And he said it like God himself was there. Like, "We have an author on board." And then he said, "And by the way, since all my flight attendants have bought the book, I'm going to leave the cockpit. Don't worry, my co-pilot is flying. And I'm going to buy a copy of the book." And everybody started applauding. They didn't even know what the book was about. But the fact that a pilot was buying an author's book and the author was right in the airplane with them, when he came out, they all applauded him. He came over with a $20 bill. He bought her book. And then he went back. And, by the way, when he was buying her book, she had the nerve to say, "By the way, can I go up and down the aisle offering my book to others?" I can't believe she had the nerve to say that. But the pilot said, "Of course. I don't know if I've ever had an author on my plane." And she sold another 10 or 20 books just walking up and down the aisles. Like crazy, crazy, crazy things can happen to you. So that's the first thing I want to say, that you are in line for some enormous testimonials and success stories yourself. In fact, you probably already have some just by telling people that you're writing a book. The other thing I want to tell you is that nothing I say is as important as your question. Nothing I say is as important as your question. And so I could talk and talk and talk about what I think you want to know about, but there's nothing as important as what you want to know about. So you need to be free to ask your question. And there's a wrong way and a right way to ask your question. Here's the wrong way. Like as if you're in grade 2 and you're a little kid holding your hand up wanting to pee. That's the wrong way. Why is it the wrong way? Because I have 5 times 4, I can see 20 people on my screen, but there's more than 20 on this call. So if you're on the other screen, you can be holding your hand up until your next birthday and I'll never see it. Sorry, I'm just admitting new people coming in. So if you hold your hand up and you're on the other screen, it's not going to help you at all. Please do not be polite. Please don't be polite. Please don't wait till I stop talking. I'll never stop talking. I've been talking nonstop for 37 years, since May of 1983. I ain't going to stop talking now. So don't put your hand up and don't wait. Here's what you do. Raymond, hello, Raymond. And I'll say, yes, who is this? Oh, yes, there you are. I have to ask a question. Good. That's the way you do it. So I want you to practice right now. I want you to unmute yourself. Find the unmute button. Find the unmute button and unmute yourself. And then I want you all at once to say, Raymond, I have a question. Raymond, excuse me. Raymond.
Raymond, I have a question.
You know what?
Raymond, I have a question.
That is the sickest, most feeble, weakest, dead. I ain't interested. If that's all you can do, I will never answer you. I want to hear it with gusto. I want to hear, Raymond, I have a question. Let's hear it.
Raymond, I
have a question.
Wow. You are my superheroes. Now go back and mute yourself.
That was great, Michael.
Okay. And I will also help you mute all. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So here's the purpose of the meeting. It's to tell you what you can expect on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and to answer all of your questions, but to also tell you one incredibly important thing about the product that you purchased. And that's a really important purpose of the call. So let's talk about what you can expect. When you purchased the program, you got 19 videos, and you can play them and you can replay them, and you basically have the right to access them for an entire year. And you can write your book. You can even write another book because you have access to those videos. Although once you understand what's in the videos, you probably won't want to access them again, but you can. If there's a video that there was so much information in it, you wanted to play it 2 or 3 times, you of course can. So what is the difference between playing the videos at home and the Get Your Book Done Bootcamp? And there's some very big differences. By the way, I'm not selling it to you, you've already enrolled, but I just want to tell you what the difference is. One difference is I play some of the videos, but I also teach instead of playing some of the videos. Because what you're seeing now is the 4th generation of those 19 videos. I've improved them and improved them and improved them, and I've adapted to the latest technology and brought the latest technology in. But nevertheless, technology moves forward. And so those videos were filmed about 2 years ago. And there's some news, there's some easier way to do things. So sometimes I will play a video and then I'll say, by the way, here's the latest technology, or here's a new improvement. I want you to do it the new way. It's much faster. And you'll say, oh my God, I'm so happy I came to the boot camp. And some videos are out of date completely, and I will just teach it myself directly. Now, you might say, well, the poor people who just play the videos in their home, how are they going to get a book done? They do, because it worked 2 years ago. Just because technology has improved doesn't mean what I filmed 2 years ago doesn't work. It absolutely does work. So can you just play the videos and get your book done? Absolutely. Do people do it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Not everybody comes to the Get Your Book Done Bootcamp, but the benefit is you get the latest technology, the latest news, certain things that I say you shouldn't do any longer because it's a faster way. And also, I'm very funny, but I'm not that funny in the videos. I just am straight in the videos. And so I'm funny between the videos. I was going to say in person, but there's no in person. I guess the new term is in Zoom. I don't even know, in per Zoom. Instead of person per Zoom. I don't even know what the new word's going to be. So I'm funny, and I'll also answer all of your questions. So those are the benefits of coming to the boot camp. Also, you paid a $50 deposit. Just nod your head if you paid a $50 refundable deposit to get in. Okay, Margaret, you're not nodding your head, I can tell. No, you didn't pay a $50 deposit? Margaret whose? Margaret, you're talking, but I can't hear you because you haven't unmuted. Yeah, you go.
Okay. I thought it was like 700 or something.
Yeah, so we're talking about 2 different things.
Okay.
You paid money to join the program.
Okay.
But then you also paid a $50 fully refundable deposit to get into the boot camp.
Okay, I was part of your webinar weekend, so I
You
don't
can
know.
say whatever you wish, Margaret. You
I
can
don't
be
remember
part
what I
of the
did.
moon. You
I
still
don't-
have to pay a $50 deposit or you don't get into the workshop.
I don't
So-
remember what I did.
Okay, good. So Liz, can you check right now to confirm that Margaret has placed her $50 deposit?
Raymond, I just
Look
checked.
into it. And just to let you know, Raymond, not everyone has registered yet, and some are registered for June. So you're talking to two groups of people.
I see. So whether you're registered for May or June, there's still a $50 deposit. You get it back. It's not,
Okay.
you're not giving me money. You're just loaning it to me for a few days and I give it back to you. And it's mandatory for two reasons, one of which I'll tell you. When I first got the idea of the 10-10-10 program, I created the videos and some people got their book done and some people didn't. And one of the people who didn't get their book done was my wife. So I said to her, for God's sake, you live with the world's #1 guy who teaches book writing. It's embarrassing that you haven't got your book done. I said, just play the first video. Just like click on the play button right now. And she said, you know what? It's a lot easier if you click on the play button for me. I said, really? Really? She said, yeah. And before you make fun of me, there's a lot of people around the world that if you came to their living room and clicked on the play button for them, they get their book done. And so I thought it was a joke, but that's what I've done. I've created the Get Your Book Done bootcamp in order to get you over the hump of pressing the play button. Of course, I do many more things in the Get Your Book Done bootcamp, but one of the big things I do is make it super easy for you.
Yes, Margaret, I just sent her a chat to register for it. So she has
Okay.
not registered for it, but I sent her the link. So maybe you might want to say the link to everybody, Raymond.
Yes,
GetYourBookDoneCamp.com.
right. GetYourBookDoneCamp.com. GetYourBookDoneCamp.com. It's totally free. It's included in your tuition to join the program, but there's a $50 fully refundable deposit. And there are two reasons for it, one of which I will tell you now, and the other of which I'll tell you in the bootcamp. So the reason I'll tell you now is when I got the idea from my wife to host a Get Your Book Done bootcamp, I said, I sent an email to all the people who hadn't got their book done. And I said, guess what? I'm going to personally host 3 days. I'll play the videos. I'll explain it. I'll encourage you. I'll get you excited. I'll inspire you. And you'll have a way better chance of getting your book done. And 100 people responded saying, I'm in, man. I'm in. I'm so excited. Thank you for this. And 17 showed up. And when I contacted them, actually my staff contacted them and said, you were so eager. What happened? Oh, something came up. And so I asked my coach, what should I do about this? They all seem to want it, but they don't care once it gets time. He said, tell them to leave you a $50 deposit, some small amount of money that they get back when they show up. And he said, if they stub their toe that morning and can't be bothered to come to class to get their book done, if they can come to class to get their $50 back, they'll show up. And so the main reason for asking for the fully refundable $50 deposit is so that you'll show up. And so I know the truth, that you don't actually want to write your book. What you want to do is get your $50 back. That was like a joke. Jokes don't work on Zoom. Okay, so do you have, oh,
Gotta unmute everybody so you can hear them laugh.
yeah, I'll just pretend I heard them. Okay, Janice is giving me lots of thumbs up instead of a laugh. That's good. And Catherine has typed ha ha in the chat. You know what? Typing ha ha, I mean, I'm glad you did it, but I'd rather be in a hotel room and actually hear your laugh than have people type ha ha. There's something, oh, Diana typed ha 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 ha. Okay, that's better. Okay, so do you have a question on the $50 deposit? By the way, you will not be admitted without the $50 deposit. You get it back. I just need you to wake up that you've registered. Do you have any question? By the way you ask a question is by saying, hello, it's me, instead of just putting your hand up. I don't want anybody polite. I want you to just yell after you unmute yourself that you have a question.
Okay, it's Mary. I come up as me on there somewhere, I think.
Yes,
I-
Mary Kenny.
Yeah, Liz, I just got your email back because I'm still trying to get my book cover put through, and this big zip file came. Do I have to open that file?
No, that's fine. He'll take care of it. It's all good.
Okay, so there was a problem. It wasn't.
I will follow up with the cover designer and let you know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Liz is amazing. She takes wonderful care. Liz has been working with me for over a quarter of a century. In this day and age where there's very little loyalty, where people switch jobs every couple years, especially millennials, Liz has been a stalwart. She's been at the helm of my company for all this time, and she is now rewarded with being in charge of the flagship service that we offer, and that's the 10-10-10 program. And she's amazing. And when I'm traveling around the world and I bump into people who are in the 10-10-10 program, they always say, Liz is amazing. Oh my God, Liz is amazing. She's so amazing. I love hearing it. I never get tired. And I wish she could hear it, Liz. I wish you could hear it as often as I do.
Thank you. I do, but it's the customer and the client is the important one. So more important than me.
Liz, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I'm signed up for the webinar this weekend. I already paid the $50 deposit, but
Yeah.
I'm dealing with my son's graduation, and can I switch to the June one?
Yes, you can. Yes. If you'd like to do that, I'll take care of that for you.
Okay,
For sure.
Liz has already switched you. Done.
Yes,
You're
done.
in.
super.
No
Thank you.
problem, Barry. Just keep going with your homework, though.
I am.
Good. Don't show up in May and do show up in June.
Yes, sir.
Not to write a book, just to get your $50 back.
I might
Okay,
be
any
ready
other
by
question?
June.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I have a question, Raymond. My name is Dara Manuel. Can you hear me?
Yes?
Hi, I was wondering, and I emailed Mr. Patel earlier. I signed up and I want to write my book. I'm not exactly sure what I want to write about. I have one idea that's kind of coming to the top. But anyways, my question is, if I can't make May or June to get that book done, can I do something later?
I think your real question is, do I have to know what I'm writing about before I go to the boot camp?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that's your real question.
Yeah.
And the answer is, don't you dare decide what you're writing on. Don't you dare.
Oh.
That's part of the program.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't have a clue what to write about.
Yeah.
And I do. And in the second video, I teach you exactly how to decide what to write about. If you could decide what to write about, why would you bother signing up for the program? People contact me all the time, or people like when they register for my program, they'll say, oh, Raymond, here's the title of my book. I said, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because you don't know what rules you have to follow. You don't know the rule for the title and the rule for the subtitle. And they said, no, there's rules for it. And I said, yeah, if you don't need me, don't bother signing up. If you sign up, use me. Oh, I thought I had to do everything. Well, if you have to do everything, why are you buying my program? So Dara, don't you dare delay. Here's my rule, never add time. Every time you add time, you're wrong. Never, ever delay. Because if you don't have a book title or a book topic in May or June, you won't have it 5 years December either. But when you come to the workshop, at the end of the second video, you will know your topic. Not the topic to write a book, the topic to write a book so that you will make money. I don't tell you what you should write about. I tell you what you should write about so that you will make money. And you will never be able to do that on your own, no matter how long you procrastinate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So even if you know what you want to write about, forget about it. Wait till the second video. Okay, are you in May?
Well, I don't think I've registered, to be honest with you, yet. And the other thing is, and I was talking with Mr. Patel about this, I've got a lot, oh no, actually it was the person that called me on the phone this morning that was so nice, lovely lady, that I don't know, I've got a lot of other things going on too. So these kind of months like May and June are kind of booked. So I was thinking maybe more like, to be honest, August, not to be funny, but like seriously, like August. I don't know if there's going to be one then, but
Dara, both you and I will be alive in August. I welcome you to the August Get Your Book Done. It may not be in the exact month of August, but it may be in August, it may be just around there.
okay, that's perfect. That's
But-
perfect.
Can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
In the 2 minutes that we've been speaking, you've given me 2 excuses so far. The first excuse is you don't know what to write about. Your second excuse is that in May and June, you're busy. And so it feels like you're just frightened. And I don't believe you're so busy that you don't have 3 days. So you can wait till August. You can. I'm completely okay with that. If I'm helping you write a book, you can write your book in August if you wish. But if I'm your coach, and you have not invited me to be your coach, but if you want me to be your coach and therapist just for a minute, I think you're wimping out. And I think you should clear your calendar for 3 days and get your darn book done. Okay, I have now taken my coach therapist hat off, and I'm now your publisher. You're welcome in August.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You decide. However, you need to register. Even if you register for May or June, you can just contact Liz and say, put it off till August if you wish. Like you never
Okay.
lose the money.
Okay, so register for May or June and then contact
June
me.
is only available right now. May is full, so register for June, at least get a spot in there because they do fill up fast.
Right. You see, if you wait till August, let's say it's middle of August, and you
Yeah.
wait till almost the middle of August, you say, okay, I'm ready. Well, August and September might be full already.
Okay.
So register now so you're in, and then just email Liz. She has the easiest email address in the whole world, liz@aaron.com.
Liz@aaron.com. And that's L-I-Z, right? L-I-Z?
If you're
Correct.
American, it's L-I-Z. If you're in the British Commonwealth, it's L-I-Z.
L-I-Z. Okay, cool.
We quaint people in the British Commonwealth pronounce the last letter of the alphabet different from Americans.
It's good to have differences, you know? Makes us
Right on, right on.
Could I say something?
Absolutely.
Just to follow up, I wanted some clarification. What I understood from the program is that if we do 1 3-day course and for any reason we are not able to finish the book in those 3 days, we would be able to register again for the following one, the one in the next month. Is that?
Renita,
Yes.
Renita, with no excuses whatsoever and no justification and no rationalization, for no reason at all, you may attend as many Get Your Book Done boot camps as you wish without even having to give us a reason.
Okay, thank you.
And in fact, there is one client of ours, Liz, do you remember Schreier, Mike Schreier? You remember Mike Schreier, 10-10-10 client? When we started the Get Your Book Done boot camps, he was so excited that he said, Raymond, I'm going to attend every Get Your Book Done boot camp in Toronto, and I will start and complete a book every time. And he did it for 5 in a row, and he got 5 books done, and then he stopped. But yes, you can easily get your book done, but if you don't, register for another one. Absolutely. You just have to invest another $50, which you get back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Raymond,
Raymond,
Hey,
Yes, yes.
hi.
this is Paul Kemp. Paul
Hi,
and
Steve.
Carol.
Hello.
My question is, we had worked with you some time ago, so I already have the body of the book written. How should I proceed?
Send it to me, Paul. I've got your email. Send it to me.
Okay.
You've got part of your book already written. Is that what you said?
Well, the whole material in the book is already written.
Oh, so have you already registered for the boot camp?
oh yes.
Yes.
Why? Do you want to write a second book?
Well, we don't necessarily have it written
We haven't published it.
the way that you would want it to be, published.
They just want to go through the refresher of it, to go through everything
Okay.
and fine tune everything.
Good. You will actually learn a great deal, and you'll want to change quite a bit of it.
Cool.
Okay,
Because first of all, there are 31 secret marketing messages that must be in your book. 31, make sure you write that down. 31 secret marketing messages that must be in your book. And I'll give you an example. Is McDonald's the best hamburger in the world? No, it isn't. It's really average. It's a dead bun, it's a dry patty, and you don't get any options about the condiments you want. You just take what they give you. But yet it outsells all other hamburgers in the world. Why? Because of Ronald McDonald, because the arches are golden, because McDonald's advertises on kids' TV shows on the weekend mornings. It's the marketing that sells it, not the quality of the burger. And you've been focusing your energy on the quality of your message. But that's not going to sell your book. Shockingly, the quality of what you write isn't what sells your books. It's the marketing messages that sell your books. So it's better to have an average quality, like McDonald's is an average burger. It's better to have an average quality and great marketing rather than great quality and no marketing. And you might say, I'm offended, Raymond. I want my book to be great quality. Well, if your book is great quality with no marketing, no one will buy it or read it. So what's the point? Whether you have average content or great content doesn't matter if you have no marketing. It's the marketing message that will get the book sold. So I will teach you the 31 marketing messages in the boot camp. And you'll need, so Paul, for example, you'll need to make sure you insert those marketing messages in your book. And they're very easy to do. And as soon as you do, you'll start saying, oh my God, if I hadn't have done that, I can see why nobody would buy my book. You'll see, oh, look who's joined us. Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm glad you're here. Okay, that's a really good question. And there were several other people wanting to ask a question.
Okay, I'm one,
Ed?
Mary. I've started, like, I'm going through the lessons, and I've got to the point of the cover, and we ran into an issue, so Liz is helping me. It's going to deal with that. But should I keep going before Friday, or will it be, which would be better? Will it be confusing? Should I just take everything from you live?
Yeah, you might as well stop now because you don't want to hear exactly the same thing again in order to get my updates. So let it be fresh so that when the video is over, instead of saying, yeah, I played that 2 days ago, you'll say, wow, isn't Raymond clever? And I would rather hear, isn't Raymond clever?
Well, I've said that to all of them so far anyway. But a supplemental question, then I'll move on and let someone else jump in. If I'm feeling like I knew exactly what I wanted to do when I heard you talk about it before I signed up. And then now as I'm working through it, I'm not doubting the overall concept, but I'm kind of doubting a little bit my approach to it because I can't quite balance the storytelling from the money making, and there's a couple other issues involved in it. So would there be a chance? Well, and I'm going to, I have, Liz has helped me a lot on this, and but I find that I'm still not, I'm still got that wonder in the back of my mind. Okay, am I really doing this the right way? Should I be splitting this into two, or what should I do? So maybe I should just email it all to Liz, all my questions. And
No, don't. Oh, email the question to Liz, yes.
the questions, yeah.
Yeah, so you can either talk to Liz, talk to Liz, and then if there's anything that's still bouncing around in your mind, we can handle it in the boot camp.
Okay.
But I want you to think of two separate reasons why ideas are bouncing around in your mind. The first reason is the legitimate one, where you just haven't decided yet. And that's completely legitimate. If you're buying a car and the salesman says, do you want it in red or blue? You say, let me think, I haven't decided yet. It's completely legitimate because you haven't decided yet. But the other might be something internal to you. Now I'm putting on my coach and my therapist hat. It might be that you take a long time to make decisions in anything in your life. In which case it's got nothing to do with the book. It has to do with your own personality. And if it's your own personality that you're a little hesitant to make decisions and you always second guess yourself, then all I can say is get over it. You're terrific. Let's get on with writing your book.
You don't
Mary, a
even-
lot of it will come in light on the 3 days. A lot of it will come in light when you listen to the workshop. So this weekend, when you have the workshop, it'll all come together too.
Oh, okay.
No worries.
I'm
So
a
I'm
book,
okay, a little doubtful right now. We just hang in there and
Yeah, Raymond will put it all in perspective for you.
okay. And Liz, I have to say you're not of an age that you could have worked for Aaron for that many years. Did you start as a child?
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, somebody else.
correct me if I'm wrong, Liz, but your sons were born while you were working for me. Is that correct?
They were small. They were small.
Ah.
They were just not even kindergarten age yet.
Yeah,
So
but now they're like real
they're
people.
30, in their 30, both
Yeah.
30, 32, 30.
Right.
Hope
So-
they're keeping safe.
Yes,
so
thank you.
I am part of the time a book writing teacher, and the other part of the time I'm a therapist. But Liz is just a policeman. She just keeps everything calm, answers everybody's questions, tells them what to do. She's the straight shooter. Okay, other questions?
Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Tony.
Hi. I'm Tony. I was wondering if you have a coach per se for everybody, but not for the later 10-10-10.
Not for the what?
Talking about a personal book architect, Raymond.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I'll get,
Yeah.
Tony, let me not answer your question because I'm going to answer that question in the second part of this.
Oh, okay.
But I will get to that.
Okay.
Someone else, before I go on, do you have a question? No? Don't put your hand up, just start talking. No. Actually, Liz, maybe we should do this before every Get Your Book Done, because there's a lot of questions that they have that we wouldn't be thinking of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But no, we want them to ask them sometimes on the call as well, so during the workshop. But you
Yeah.
have a few things you got to go over with them. So
Yes. Yes. Okay, good. So now the second half of the call is about the product that you purchased. And I want to tell you about that. We have two levels of the product. One is called Platinum, and the other is called Platinum Plus. You might have been at a presentation, typically a live presentation. I don't mean live. I mean in hotel. You might have been at an in-hotel presentation and you only heard about the upper one, the Platinum Plus. If you're on a webinar works for a price range of somewhere around $1,000. And so on webinars, we offer the Platinum version, which is around $1,000. We don't offer the Platinum Plus, it just doesn't work on a webinar. But in a hotel room, then I only offer the upper one, which is the Platinum Plus.
yes, the platinum level, just to let you know, Raymond, the platinum level is like the basic level, the entry level into 10-10-10 program, right?
Exactly. And it works. And in the 10 or so years that we've been doing this, many hundreds of people have registered at Platinum and they've gotten their book done with no problem. So what you bought is a good basic program. But in that same time, thousands of people have purchased Platinum Plus and they get lots of extra benefits. So I first want to tell you what you did get so that you'll feel good. Here it is. Yes. And you may want to take notes of this, but you probably got it in the mail when you registered. So if you're not sure, if you paid roughly $1,000, probably $997 or a payment plan, then you bought Platinum. If you paid $2,800, or a payment plan that was around 2,800. Then you got the Platinum Plus. So just think, did I pay around 1,000 or did I pay around 3,000? And then you'll know. But even if you don't, Liz can help you. So here's, if you purchased at the Platinum level, meaning if you purchased at a webinar, then here's what you got. Guarantee number one, I personally will help you get a perfect topic and a perfect title and a perfect subtitle. Guarantee number two, I will guarantee to reveal to you the perfect book length, because if the book is too thick, no one will read it. If the book is too thin, people will think it's just a marketing brochure and you won't get any credibility. Guarantee number three, you will have so much authority before your book is even done that you will make money before your book is finished. Many, hundreds and hundreds of my book writing clients have started to make money before they even started to write their book. Guarantee number four, you will have access to my amazing 19 video lessons online. Guarantee number five is that I will write the forward for you. This is unbelievable. Let me just explain. A forward is not a direction, forward versus backward. Forward is a one-page letter written by a big celebrity about how wonderful you are. The only problem is, A, it has to be a big celebrity, and B, you don't know any big celebrities. And so it just doesn't work. And when I started the 10-10-10 program, I said, I don't know, call up Brad Pitt or Gwyneth Paltrow or somebody, Jack Canfield, somebody who's in the movie The Secret, and just ask if they'll write the forward for you. And they all complained. They said, no, I can't even get through to them. How do I get through to them? I don't know anybody. And so people's books were stalled for years because they didn't know anyone. And I said, well, I'm a New York Times top 10 bestselling author. They said, can we use you? And so I've included that in the program. It wasn't in originally, but we've added it recently, and it's a gigantic benefit. If I'm the best celebrity that you know, then on the cover, it'll say forward by Raymond Aaron, New York Times top 10 bestselling author. If they know me, they'll say, wow, how did you get Raymond? If they don't know me, they'll still say, wow, because it says my title, New York Times top 10 bestselling author. You could even tell people, my book's not even finished yet, and I've already got a New York Times top 10 bestselling author to write the forward for me, and they'll be dazzled. So guarantee number five is a gigantic benefit at the basic platinum level. Guarantee number eight, at no additional cost, you can attend one or more. Do you remember the question, can I attend another one? It says right here in the guarantee. At no additional cost, you can attend one or more Get Your Book Done boot camps. Now, there isn't a cost for it, but there is a $50 fully refundable deposit. And I told you one reason that more people show up when there's a fully refundable deposit, but the other reason I will tell you in the boot camp. And guarantee number seven, you have 1 full year to complete your 10-10-10 program, which is huge because it only takes 10 weeks. And by the way, you might say, I thought it takes 3 days. Well, in 3 days, you can get your book written, but you may not have all the acknowledgments done. And you may not have all your testimonials. And you may not have your book cover done. And you may not have your website done. So there's other things you may not have gotten done. It may not be edited, it may not be formatted, you may not have your ISBN number, but you can actually get your book, the chapters of your book done in the workshop. And guarantee number 8, the last one, is using the 10-10-10 patented technology, you may write as many books as you wish. In other words, you own the right to use my patented technology to write other books. You don't own it to resell it, but you own it to use it. It's like when you buy a CD of the Beatles, you own it to play it, but you don't own it to reproduce it and sell it to others. Okay, do you have a question on the guarantee of the Platinum program? I've read you the 8 guarantees. Do you have a question on those guarantees?
Hi, yes.
Raymond, I have a question. This is Roger. My question is, I like the idea of being able to write many books. But my question is, do we have to get them, does that all disappear in 1 year, or do we have it for the rest of our life, the Platinum program?
You own the knowledge forever, Roger. So when I tell you, you know, when you turn to the back cover and look at the bottom, that's where the price is.
We used to wash it with warm water.
Okay.
And then
If you're talking about warm water, you're not muted. If you're talking about warm water, mute yourself, please.
Sorry.
Okay, so Roger, you turn a book over to the back cover and you look at the bottom of the back cover and it'll say the price, correct? Okay, good. I'm going to teach you something about the price that when you hear it, your jaw, Roger, will disconnect and fall to the carpet. You'll say, oh my God, that is so genius. I would never have thought of that on my own. Well, now that you know that, when you write your second book, I don't have to teach it to you again. You already know it. So at the end of learning how to write your first book, you will already know the technology. And if it's within the first year, you can still replay the videos. But you usually don't have to. Most people don't replay the videos. They just know it all because they remember it all because the ideas are so clever that they just go off and write their second, third, fourth, fifth book. In fact, Marina Nanny has written 31 books. Is that right, Liz?
I'm not too sure on the total amount for her.
Okay, but it's up there. It's in the dozens.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So
for sure.
Roger, you don't need my permission or even the videos. You can use the technology because it's already in your head. Got it?
Got it.
Good. And there was a woman who was asking a question as well.
Yeah, 1 second. This is Renita here.
Hello, Renita.
Hey. So I had a question with reference to you writing the foreword. Is that only for the first book, or would
Yes.
you? Okay, so that's the foreword is for one book, but I could write any number of books in this 1 year.
That's correct.
And I am working on a small budget. So
Okay.
I was wondering with reference to publishing, because I saw some random articles saying that if we didn't, the forward was conditional on us publishing with your, like, I'm still looking at pricing and stuff, but it's like if I'm trying to do a self-publishing, go through a self-publishing channel, the forward would not be included. Is that,
Renita,
yeah,
I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about.
okay.
I just read you the guarantee. I just read you the guarantee. I'll read you the guarantee again because you came up with the word conditional. I don't know where the hell that comes from.
Well, she's talking about publishing her book, Raymond.
No,
About
he's talking about the forward. Guarantee number 5. Raymond will write your forward. It's not conditional.
Okay.
True.
Raymond
True.
will write your forward.
Okay, thank you. All right.
If you're reading somebody else's crap, don't blame me if they do things badly.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Thanks.
Good. By the way, are you related to Denzel?
No.
No. Okay. Denzel was a client of mine 10 years ago, and I've lost touch with him. Okay, sorry. So any other question?
Yes, Raymond, I have a question. Raymond?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yes. Yes, so I am Dutch and I want to write the book in Dutch, but the foreword, if I write it, if you write it, sorry, can I translate it to Dutch or how does it work with that?
Okay, so that's a very good question, and I get asked this question a lot. And here is my best suggestion, and Liz has never heard me give this suggestion. So I'm going to give you my answer, and then Liz is going to laugh and she's going to correct me. But this is the answer I've been giving to everybody, and I'm wondering if it's correct. So I will give you my answer, and I'm hoping it's correct. So here it is. Write your book in English. Now just wait till I finish, okay? Write your book in English because your knowledge of English is really very, very good. And every book, even if English is your first language, even if you're brilliant in punctuation, spelling, and grammar, No matter how brilliant you are in writing, your book has to go through an editor, because the only person who can't edit your own book is you. You can't look at your own work and see the mistakes. And in the course, I teach you how it is possible to get editing and formatting for free. But even if it's not for free, I can show you how to get it for just a few $100s each. So if you write it, even as English is your second language, and even if you make spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, spelling, grammar, and punctuation, the editor will make it look like an angel wrote your book. Now, once the book is in English, and once the foreword is in English, you can publish it in English, but then to convert it to Dutch, here's the 2 steps, and they're really easy. Google has a Google Translate service, and it is unbelievably good. I mean, it's really, really clever. So for example, if you say in English, by the way, it's an expression, by the way.
Yes.
Google won't translate it as beside the road into Dutch.
Yes.
Google will know that it's an idiom in English, and it'll choose the correct idiom in Dutch. And so Google Translate will do about a 90% brilliant job. Then the second step is you just read it. Because you're so good at Dutch, when you read it, you'll immediately spot the grammar mistakes or the spelling mistakes, or that word's not really appropriate, I want to use this word. But you couldn't do it in English. So if you wrote it in Dutch and then it got translated by Google to English, you wouldn't be able to catch the mistakes. So write it in English. The editor makes it look like an angel wrote it, so it'll be perfect English. And then when you translate perfect English into Dutch by Google Translate, which takes about 8 seconds and it's free, it takes about 8 seconds and it's free, you can then yourself just read through it and catch the small things you want to change. Do you understand?
All right, so then I can publish it like in English and in Dutch? Or,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, nice.
Now,
Nice.
Liz, tell me what I said wrong.
Oh, you said it perfectly, Raymond.
Oh my God.
Perfect. Good job.
Okay, wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
By the way, we've done that for Spanish, for French, for Greek, for German, for Dutch. And I don't know.
Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish. And what is the language of the Philippines? I've forgotten.
Tagalog.
Tagalog, yeah. Okay, so that's what they do. And even if you're a little hesitant to write in English, just get it down because the editor cleans it up.
All right, I think I will be able to do it. Thank you.
I know you're good. Okay, that was a really good question. Someone else, please. Okay, so then here's the last thing I want to talk about. The higher level of the program is called Platinum Plus. And if we look at all the people who have registered in the program over the roughly 10 years, a couple hundred have registered at Platinum and several thousand have registered at Platinum Plus. So most people, when they know about the 2 options, choose the upper option. Most people, like when I make a presentation live in a hotel room on a stage, and I tell people Platinum is this for $997 and Platinum Plus is this for $2,800, it's about 10 to 1. Every 10 people who register at Platinum Plus, there'll be 1 person who registers at Platinum, because Platinum is so much better. But I don't want you to feel bad if all you found out about was Platinum because you're on a webinar. Platinum works. Feel good about it. Platinum works. And Platinum Plus is way, way, way better. So let me read you the Platinum Plus guarantee so that you'll see the difference. The Platinum Plus, and you may want to take notes on this, because if you're registered at Platinum, there'll be an opportunity to upgrade. And there'll also be an opportunity for you to have a payment plan so that it's easy for you. So let me read you the 10 guarantees. Some of them are the same. The first one is different, and this is really gigantic. Guarantee number 1, Raymond will assign his own personal book architect to you. Personal book architect. A personal book architect is somebody, a really, really experienced person, and we have them in Canada, the United States, England, and Spain. So we have them all over the world, personal book architects, and they work with you, they phone you, you phone them as often as you wish, because they get a bonus when your book comes out. And so they really, really want to help you get your book done. You never have to worry about contacting them. They love hearing from you. So that's one of the 5 gigantic benefits, is a personal book architect. Guarantee number 2, Raymond will help you get a perfect topic and a perfect title. That's the same. Guarantee number 3, Raymond will reveal the perfect book length. That's the same. Guarantee number 4 is the same. You have 1 year to complete your program. Guarantee number 5 is the same. You'll have more authority even before your book is done. Guarantee number 6 is the same. Using the 10-10-10 program, Raymond will write your foreword for you. Guarantee number 7 is new. So this is the second one that is new. So this is the one you need to write down. The first one was number 1, personal book architect. The second one that's new is number 7. Raymond will publish your book. This is gigantic. This is gigantic. When your book is done, we will put the cover, we will get the ISBN number. That's the unique number that every book has to have. We will get the ISBN number for you. We will tell you how to get all the elements of the cover, like where does your picture go, and where do the testimonials go, and where does the price go, and all that stuff, and where do you say first printing and second printing and first edition and second edition, and how do you get the royalty-free images for the cover. We will make sure that you know everything about the cover, that you get that we'll get the ISBN number for you. We will tell you how many pages it is. We'll price it for you, everything. And then we will publish it. We will print it and ship it to your door. It's a very small cost. It's somewhere around $2.50 US, and the shipping is a very small extra. We will do all that for you. At the platinum level, we don't publish it for you. And what happens is, of the people in the platinum program who complete their book, many of them actually can't figure out how to get it published. And so they have a book, but it's not published. Now you can get it published. It's not that difficult, but some of them get stuck at that level and they have no one to go to. And so they're frustrated because they wrote their book, but then they can't get it published. So the second gigantic benefit of Platinum Plus over Platinum is guarantee number 7, we will publish your book. Guarantee number 8 is also an extra benefit. So this is now the third extra benefit, and it's guarantee number 8 of the Platinum Plus guarantee. And it says Raymond will publish any book you ever write. So you'll remember I told you in answer to your question that you can write as many books as you want, but with the Platinum Plus, I also publish every book you ever write or have already written. This is gigantic. Number 9 is also new. Raymond will list your book for sale on Amazon and you keep all the proceeds. I'm the best publisher in the world because other publishers, this is shocking. I've had my books published by major New York City publishing houses like John Wiley & Sons and HCI, and they give me 6% royalty. That means they keep 94%. I want you to hear that. When a publisher says, I've agreed to publish your book, you say, yippee, I'm so excited, oh my God, yippee. And you get a 6% royalty. Wow, 6% royalty. What they don't tell you is the other side of that coin. they keep 94% of the sales of your book. They keep 94%. You wrote the entire thing. All they did was print the damn thing, and they keep 94%. That's horrible. With my 10-10-10 publishing imprint, and Liz can confirm this, you get 100% of all the sales on Amazon. You get 100% of all the sales from any bookstore in the world. You
The
get
royalties. The royalty.
100% royalty. Yeah, 100%. No, not royalty. You get 100%. All
Yes,
the
100%.
sales, you get 100%. Every single penny of sales you get. And any bookstore in the world, you get 100%. And if you sell it in the back of your own classrooms or on your own webinar or through Facebook or to your family members or friends or at your office, you keep 100%. It's the best deal of any book publisher in the world. And Liz will list your book on Amazon. You might say, well, that couldn't be that difficult. It isn't, because you'll do it wrong. Why will I say you'll do it wrong? You'll think you're doing it right because you'll start the process and it won't be listed, and you'll finish the process and it will be listed. So you'll say, oh my God, I went into Amazon and it was there. But just because it's there doesn't mean it was done well. There's a lot of tricks to anything in life. And if you do it for the very first time, you'll do it, it'll get listed, but it won't be listed the best way. And so it'll dramatically decrease sales. Liz lists, I don't know, dozens of books every single week. She knows how to do it with her eyes shut and 5 hands tied behind her back. She can do it easily because she's so darn good at it. And she knows the secrets of how to do it so that it's done well. Also, you'll be shocked that, let's say you're a Canadian, you will go into Amazon.com, and without realizing it, Amazon will redirect you back to Amazon.ca without telling you. Why? Because most people want to buy a book, not list a book. And if you live in Canada and you want to buy a book, you should obviously buy it from Amazon.ca so it doesn't cross a border. So Amazon thinks you're buying a book when you go to Amazon.com, and they redirect you back to Amazon.ca. So without realizing it, you would be listing your book on Amazon.ca, and when someone goes to Amazon.com to buy your book, they won't find it. It won't be there. No Americans will buy it. No South Africans will buy it. No Indians, no Chinese, nobody in Iceland, nobody in France. Nobody will find it except Canadians. So yes, you can list your book yourself, but Liz knows how to list it so that the world can buy the book. And that's an example of the kind of things you would never, ever know on your own. So let Liz do it. And number 10 is also different. Raymond will host at my own expense. I will host your official book launch, and I pay all the expenses of the hotel room. It might be Zoom these days, but the hotel room and marketing to bring hundreds of people there. I suffer all the expenses. You come up on stage, I make you look great, take your pictures, take a video, and then I've set up a bookstore for you at the back of my room, and I tell everyone to go and buy your book. So I pay all the expenses, and you get the glory, and you make the sales, and you keep 100% of your sales. And so that's guarantee number 10. So I'm now going to reread you the 5 extras that you get in Platinum Plus over Platinum, and they're gigantic. Guarantee number 1 is you get a personal book architect holding your hand, answering your questions all day long for all the time you're writing your book. Guarantee number 7, I will publish your book, which is gigantic. Guarantee number 8, I will publish every book you ever write. Guarantee number 9, Liz will list your book on Amazon the right way so you'll actually make sales instead of what you would do, which will actually be the wrong way, which you'll think is the right way because you don't know anything. Not to be rude, but you don't know. And guarantee number 10 is the 5th way, and that is I host at my own expense your official book launch, and you keep all the sales. So I've read you the guarantees of Platinum. I've read you all the guarantees of Platinum Plus. And I've told you the 5 guarantees of Platinum Plus that are gigantic and that are extra over and above the basic Platinum. You get a personal book architect working with you. I publish your book and you keep all the proceeds. I publish every book you ever write and you keep all the proceeds. Liz lists it on Amazon the correct way so you actually make sales. And I personally host your official book launch so you'll make lots of sales that day and have lots of video and photographic content to post all over Facebook and your website and whatever for the rest of your life. Amazing content and great sales. Those are the 5. What is the difference in tuition in order to upgrade? And by the way, we have already contacted many people who registered through the webinar at the Platinum level at $997, and almost all of them have already upgraded to the Platinum Plus. And I wanted them to be on the line so they could tell you that they upgraded and why they upgraded and how good they feel and the power of a personal book architect, and they're looking forward to their official book launch, and they're looking forward to effortlessly having Liz list their book correctly on Amazon. Unfortunately, we got our wires crossed and only the people who hadn't upgraded got invited to this call. And so I can't give you live testimonials, I'm sorry. But almost everyone that we've contacted has already done that. So the tuition you invested for Platinum is $997. The tuition for Platinum Plus is $2,800, and it's eminently worth it. That's why, I don't know, it's like 80 or 90% of the people we spoke to one-on-one have already upgraded, and thousands of people over the 10 years have purchased at the Platinum Plus level, and only hundreds have purchased at the Platinum level because the benefits are so much greater. And you can either invest the difference, which is $1,803, or there's a payment plan. And because everybody is slightly different, I'm going to give you the email address to go to, and it's really, really simple. First of all, I want to know if you can spell my last name. Can you spell my last name? Someone unmute yourself and spell my last name.
A-A-R-O-N.
Yes, A-A-R-O-N. If you've ever read the Old Testament, it's the brother of Moses. It should be a very famous name. A-A-R-O-N.
It's kind of like Aaron.
It's like Aaron. Very good. Very good. I've never thought of that. And the email address to get help is, believe it or not, help@aaron.com. Help@aaron.com. And who will respond to you immediately is my chief financial officer, the #1 guy in my company in charge of money. He's very, very honest. He's very fair. He's very sympathetic. So if you email him and say, I'd like to upgrade and pay in full, then he will help you. If you say, I'm on the payment plan, but I want to go on the payment plan for the upgrade, or I paid in full $997, but I want to go on a payment plan for the upgrade, whatever you say, he'll work it out for you. It's always a little extra for the payment plan, but if you need it, it's available. If you've managed your financial stewardship well and can upgrade in one payment, that is the least cost. If you need a payment plan, it's a little more, but at least you're upgraded. And the reason we're telling you about this now is we want you to fully understand it, and I want you to be able to ask your questions now so that in the boot camp, you don't have to say, what? You said you'd publish my book. That's what it said. And I have to say, you're only Platinum. You say, what's Platinum? I never heard of Platinum Plus. So instead of having all that noise at the boot camp, I want to tell you now, answer all of your questions. Make sure you feel totally good. Some of you I can see by your faces are already emailing help@aaron.com, and that's great. If you've made your decision, you just say, hi, I want to upgrade, or email me back. I want a payment plan. Whatever you do, Mickey will take good care of you. And Mickey is spelled Mikee. Mikee. So if you want to address him, hi, Mickey. I just attended Raymond's great workshop. Raymond's amazing. Liz is amazing. Make sure you put that in. Raymond's amazing. Liz is amazing. The seminar was amazing. And I'd like to upgrade.
Raymond?
Yes.
Hi, this is Paul Kemp.
Hi, Paul.
We signed up for Platinum Plus many years ago and didn't accomplish the book. Do we go through the gentleman that you talked to, or what do we do?
So I heard everything except I didn't hear your question.
Oh, the question was, we had attended a seminar some years ago and signed up for Platinum Plus.
I heard that. I didn't hear your question.
So we never got the book done. So how should we proceed?
Okay. So Paul, you've lost out. Your membership is for 1 year. You're dead. You're gone. You wasted your money. However, I hereby resurrect you, because I think Easter is somewhere around now. And I resurrect you, and you are now a full-fledged member for 1 more year. Liz, please change his status to alive from dead.
Well, yes, I'll check your file, Paul. I have to go through it just to make sure your file's up to date, okay? And I'll get back to you.
She'll get back to you offline.
Yeah.
But if you're paid in full and you didn't get your book done in a year, I will resurrect you so you are now alive.
Me too.
Oh, I can see your wife rising. She's the first female Jesus. She's risen.
Raymond, I have a question. This is Roger.
Yes, I can see.
Thank you. The only cost to print the book was $250 American, you said, more or less, and we would keep all the profits.
That's correct. That's
And
correct.
Otherwise, we would get 6% royalty or something.
No,
I mean, the other publishers.
Yes, if you go to a big name publisher, they will keep 94% of the sales, and you get 6%, which is tiny. It's worthless.
So if we sell a lot of books, you're really helping us make a lot more money.
Thank you, Roger. You get it. That's right.
Thank you. I'm an optimist.
You are. And by the way, Roger, optimists and pessimists are equally wrong, but optimists live longer. You might as well be an optimist.
Absolutely.
So Liz will look into Paul. She'll look into your status. She'll take it from the dead file, look it over, dust it off, and make it live. She's just going to make sure you're paid in full before she commits that you're live again. That's all. It's taking a while to
One
bring
last
it.
question.
Yeah.
I've only got through chapter 2 on the preparation. And so can we decide at the end this weekend, if I'm in May weekend, can I decide at that time to upgrade, or do I have to do it today? Because I'd rather decide on this weekend because I'm excited and I think it'll still carry through. Because then I'll know about the payment plan and all that. I mean, I might have more money in place by this weekend.
I see. Well, if you can't afford it now, my best recommendation is you don't do it now, because you can't afford it. But if you're going to have money on Friday, do it Friday. But I won't be talking about it on the webinar because I've talked about it now.
Right.
Everybody in the webinar will be Platinum Plus already, except 2 or 3 people. And at the webinar, you're going to feel a bit lonely because I'm going to be saying, and go to your personal book architect and do this, and your personal book architect will do this for you. Ask your personal book architect that, and you'll say, I don't have one. And then when you do this, I publish your book, and you say, oh my God, I don't get that. And make sure you're ready for your official book launch. Oh my God, I don't get that. So you're going to feel bad. And the upgrade is not that much, and there is a payment plan. And my staff on the Zoom call, it's going to be a Zoom, get your book done. There'll be no, well, yes, you can do it on Friday if you wish. Yes. But I'd rather you get it done now, and then you'll feel whole and you'll be part of it. And yeah, if you can do it before, that's what I recommend. If you're going to do it anyways, do it before. And if you can't do it beforehand, do it whenever you can.
Thank you.
Okay, good. I like you, Roger. I like that you're an astronaut.
I'm on top of the world, and my book is on top of the world.
Wow.
It is. It's got a really creative title. I can't wait to tell you. I haven't sent it in yet.
Okay. And I like that Tony is enjoying standing at the North Pole with the Aurora Borealis behind him. And that Deanna is in San Francisco in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. You people are really creative with your crazy green screens. Yeah, I don't have a green screen. I have a picture behind me. Yeah, beautiful picture. The lily pads.
Question, if we go that way, can we also have somebody else like Paul Sheely or other people write a part of the forward too, or is it just you?
There's no such thing as part of a forward. It's like a little bit pregnant. Either I write your forward or I don't write your forward. If you want Paul Sheely to write the forward, please do. You see, it's a guarantee. That means it's a benefit to you that I'll write the forward for you, but it's not an obligation to you. If you want somebody else, that's great. There's a lot of realtors who don't use me. They'll use the top realtor in the state or the top realtor in their country. Or there are medical doctors who will use the head of surgery at Mount Sinai Hospital. So you don't have to use me if you don't want to, but it's a gigantic benefit to you if you don't have somebody world famous, that I save you years of agony by offering my services to you. But there's no such thing as I write half your forward and Paul Sheely writes the other half. There's no such thing.
Thank you.
You're either pregnant or you're not pregnant. There's no halfway. Okay. Yes.
This is Webster. I'm in Botswana, in southern part of Africa. On the official book launch, how would you handle my logistical movements from Africa into Canada?
Okay, so there's two options. One option is you do it on a Zoom call and we make sales through Zoom. Like after your book launch, the end of your book launch, you and I will say, go to Amazon and buy my book. And they will. So you can have a Zoom launch and it won't cost you anything. However, I give official book launches around the world. I've given them, and Liz, you can add anyone that I forget, in Toronto, Los Angeles, Singapore, Slovenia, and I think also
London.
London, England, of course. And I think in Florida, Chicago. I've given them about 10 places around the world. So if the world ever gets out from under this lockdown, then you can wait till I come to London, because that should be a short flight for you, or you can come to Canada.
Or maybe you can come to Botswana and make a book launch with the elephants.
Maybe I will come to Botswana. I have lots of friends in Cape Town, South Africa, and so I could just take a little detour and see my friends. Yeah. So isn't this amazing that we have people on the call from London, from Botswana, from the United States, from Canada, probably some other places, and we all are just together. Zoom is actually more friendly, creates more togetherness than an in-hotel workshop. Because when you're in a hotel sitting in a seat, you don't see anybody behind you. And the people in front of you just see the backs of their heads. And the people beside you, you've got to turn left and right to see them. But even when you do, you just see the sides of their faces. But on Zoom, you're looking straight into the eyes of everybody. And also, when you're in a hotel, their name tag is usually below the level of the table, so you can't see their name. But here, their name is right there on the screen. You can see directly into their face. You can see their name. No matter where they are in the world, I love Zoom. Zoom is better than a hotel. Wow. So that's what I came to tell you. I came to tell you what the boot camp is about, what you can expect, what you should do between now and Friday. Nothing, just get a good night's sleep, because I'm going to be giving you so much information from 11 a.m. Eastern until 6 p.m. Eastern. You're going to be taking notes like crazy, laughing, being amazed, jaw dropping down to the floor, saying, hold on, Raymond, I just got to tell you something. That was amazing. You're so clever. Yeah, I got to hear lots of that. I need lots of acknowledgement. You will find out that I need lots of acknowledgement.
Raymond?
Yes?
Raymond, will
Yeah.
any of it be recorded on the 3 days? So if we really miss something, we can go back and pick it up?
No,
Is?
no,
No.
it will not be. No.
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 Okay.
You can attend the next one, Mary, if need be.
Okay, thank you.
What you do, there's several things you can do, Mary. Number one, you can replay the videos because you have access to those videos for a year. And if I said, by the way, the guy in the video said, do it ABC, but there's been a better way, do DEF, when you play the video, you'll remember what I said. You will. But the other thing to do is just ask your personal book architect. So you can replay the video or ask your personal book architect. Those are the two ways.
Okay,
Raymond,
thank you.
on the videos, I'm really having a serious trouble playing them. I play any other videos, but the videos on the lessons, the 19 videos, it takes so long for them to play. I don't know what could be the problem.
You need to go to Firefox. Do not do it in Chrome. Do listen to the videos in Firefox. And if you're still having problems, ask your internet provider to speed. It's a membership site, and the videos are big files.
So did you understand that? Do you know what Firefox is?
No, I do, yes.
Okay, good. Switch to Firefox. It works way better on Firefox. I do it on Chrome and it works well, but maybe after such a long distance, maybe it deteriorates. So switch to Firefox. If you have any troubles, ask your internet service provider.
Okay.
Okay, wow, that was good. That's a really good question.
Hey, I've got a question.
Good, go.
How much difference is it between the two now? The cost?
Yes. The Platinum is $997.
Right.
The Platinum Plus is $2,800.
Okay.
So the difference is $1,703, and there's a payment plan.
Okay.
Okay. If you can pay it in full, that's the least expensive. If you need a payment plan, at least you're in. Okay.
So well, is there any flexibility in payment plans, or
Mary,
just have to email, like you said?
Mary, Mickey is a gentle, sweethearted man. Just email him and say, hi, this is the flexibility I want. I can't pay this, I can pay that. I need this payment plan. I need to pay on this date, not that date. Whatever you need.
Okay.
His job is to help you.
Okay.
He's not a mean accountant who wants your money. He's a really sweet guy who wants to help you upgrade to get the Platinum Plus program. And there's people who say things like, I'm a realtor. I can't pay it today, but on Thursday, I get a big commission check. I can pay it on Thursday. And we say, fine, pay it on Thursday. Like, we're here to help you. That's why the email address is help@aaron.com. It's not grabmarysmoney@aaron.com.
No, I know that.
Go there. Don't go to grabmarysmoney@aaron.com. Don't go there. Go to help@aaron.com.
Okay, thank you.
Liz, maybe we should get that email address, grabmarysmoney.
That's cute.
Okay.
I just had one quick question. I'm so sorry. I think you might be trying to wrap up.
Dara,
It's yes,
don't
Dara.
you,
Yes, yes.
Dara, don't you dare apologize for asking a question. If you're going to apologize for asking a question, I'm not going to answer it. So start all over.
Okay, like I tell my little girl, okay, let's do a redo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so can I say excuse me?
No, I don't want
No.
you to apologize.
Is that it? Okay, that's apology. Aaron, I have a question.
You can call me Raymond.
Raymond, I have a question. Yes, that's right. Aaron is your last name, not your first name.
Yes.
My quick question is about the gentleman was earlier speaking about the publishing costs. Is there a set price for every book for the publishing, or is that something we...
I'm happy to answer it again. Depending on the number of pages of your book, that's why it varies a bit.
Okay.
And depending on the price of paper, and depending on if COVID-19 has some supplies or ink that's in short supply, whatever the heck, it's around $2.50 US, around. And by the way, the override that we as a publisher charge you is zero. Zero. So if we get a quote from our printer of $2.31, that's what we charge you, $2.31. Liz can even show you the quote from the printer. We don't take any profit whatsoever. I want 100% of the profit to go to you.
Wow, okay. That is very significant.
I know. And so,
wow.
I know. So Dara, you'll get the upgrade is $1,703. You'll get that back in no time just by having me publish your book, because nobody's going to publish your book for free. Nobody in the world.
Wow. That's very generous of you.
I know. I'm a good guy. That's
Aw,
why.
you are a good guy.
That's why we're not going to grab Dara's money at Aaron.com. We're going to use help@Aaron.com, because there's many things that you don't know about now, but in the videos and in the Get Your Book Done Bootcamp, you'll hear about many other things that you get included that you didn't even know about, that you'll be amazed, because this is a really, really good and honest program.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Me too. Thanks for asking
Raymond.
the question. Yes.
Raymond, I have a question.
Shoot.
Here I am.
Pamela.
So this weekend, I will be in a different place on Sunday than I will on Friday and Saturday, and my internet connection may be really weak. Depending on what's open, I may be able to go to a public Starbucks or whatever to get a better internet connection. But if I can't connect with you on Sunday, what would you recommend? Should I retake the class again the next workshop, or?
Number one, don't decide not to go to May just because you may not be able to do Sunday.
Okay.
Because you'll get Friday and Saturday and get like 75% of all the wisdom right there.
Okay.
And then if you can just play the remaining videos that we do on Sunday, you might have it all. But if you wish to reattend in June, you can reattend every single month if you wish. So you can reattend in June, and you can re-listen to days 1 and 2, or you can just show up on day 3, whatever you wish.
Okay, thank you.
Good. These are good
Paul
questions.
Paul Sheely did say to say hello to you, by the way.
Oh my God, I love Paul. I love him. He's such an amazing guy. My wife is here too. Karen, do you want to say hello to everybody? You don't have to come on the screen, but she looks so cute. Oh my God.
I did look nice.
Oh, look,
today.
she's there on the screen.
Hi.
Hi, this is
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I have stepped on an airplane 1.5 times a week for 37 years. And for the last 63 days, I haven't seen an airport, but I have seen Karen, and I'm so in love with her. I'm so in love. I'm so grateful.
She has the distinction
Yes, Paul?
of being the,
Yeah.
remember, he's a young kid, he's the young boy, you're the young girl, Carol. She's lively. She's like you. You know how you say that you're like a little kid and you don't want to grow up? Carol's one.
You're talking,
9-year-old now.
right.
Gone from 7 to 9-year-old.
And do you know what we did today? We put an offer on the most gorgeous home I've ever seen. And I don't know if I would have done it if I was flying 1.5 times a week. But because I just love being at home with her and she likes that property, I've never seen such a gorgeous property. It's a 3-story tall log cabin, and it's like the center is hollow. It's like all the floors look down onto the middle of the ground floor, and there's a fireplace that you can see from everywhere in the entire home, from all 3
Wow.
stories. And it's on 3 acres, and running through the middle of the property is a river. And the property is on both sides of the river, and there's a little fence over the river. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And there's trees and trilliums and deer. Oh my God. So we've just dictated to the realtor the offer that we want just before I got on this call, like minutes before. And as soon as we get off, I'm sure it's in my email to approve. So I'm so excited. And it's all because of this lockdown that I've fallen in love with my wife all over again, and that we're buying a house today. We're buying a house today.
I'm thankful for the lockdown.
Congratulations. Yay.
Yeah. And right now we live right downtown. Toronto is on the north shore of Lake Ontario. And so from my window, can you see out the window? That's a tree inside our home. And there's Lake Ontario outside. Can you see that? And we're a corner unit. And so we look south to see the whole lake, and we look east to see Toronto, but you probably can't see it. It's too small. But if you were actually sitting here live. So when people come into our condo, we're high up on a high floor of a condo, they gasp because 2 entire sides of our unit are all glass. So you look south and you can see right across Lake Ontario to Niagara Falls. And when you look east, you can see the city of Toronto, the skyline. And though we have a little 2,000 square foot, it's not big. We have a 2,000 square foot luxury condo. The place we're buying, it's about an hour's drive north, with a river, with 3-story, with a log cabin, with giant farm equipment on it to mow the lawn and dig holes and stuff, and a river, is less expensive than this condo. And this condo is nice. People gasp at the view, but that place, oh my God.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Will you call Marie Diamond to design to feng shui? Yeah.
Yes, my wife Karen is a client of Marie Diamond. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
believe me. I was just texting with her yesterday. Yeah, she's a good friend. Everyone who
I'm also resetting up my room and my house with the feng shui tips of Marie Diamond, and I tell you, I feel a lot better in the house. So it really works.
Wow. Okay, my friends. So if you have another question, just scream hello right now.
I have a question. You recommend getting the hashtag book that your daughter published. I can't get it by this weekend. Will we need to still get that, even if I haven't ordered it yet?
Yes.
Try Kindle.
Yes, please order it. And it's called #success. #success. It's only $20,
right?
Or roughly that. #success. It's written by my daughter, Emma, EMMA Aaron. And the reason you need it is when you finish all the videos and then a week or a month or 6 months later, you finish writing your book, nobody decides, hold on a second, let me replay 18 hours of videos just to make sure I've done everything correctly. And so what I recommend is, as you're writing your book, just refer to Emma's book and you'll see, oh yeah, I forgot Raymond's advice. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Like there'll be lots of things already in her book that will remind you of my ideas. Because when I first started the program, I said, look, you need to have a sample book. And so why don't you just go to your library in your own home? Like just go to your own home and take a book out, or just, I don't know, just use a book as a sample book. And oh my God, it's the worst advice I ever gave. Because in my program, I say the dedication page should be before the acknowledgements page. And then people would get a big flap. Oh my God, in the book that I'm looking at, the dedication is after the acknowledgement. Oh my God, I'm so confused. I said, oh, for Christ's sake, who cares where you put it? But people got confused. And so I decided to look through the books that I'd published to find one that obeyed every one of my rules, and I couldn't find one. Not because my clients are bad or bad memory or something, but just because there's so many clever ideas in so many videos that you don't actually get everything correct. And in the videos, you'll actually hear me say, here's how you should do it. Now let me show you the books that I published. Here's someone who didn't do it right. Here's someone else who didn't do it right. Here's someone else who did it a little better, but it's still wrong. I don't say wrong because I don't want them to actually watch it and be insulted. So I say things like, well, this could have been done better, but bullshit, it's wrong. And do you understand? I just can't say that on the screen. And so I show it because I want you to see that if you don't remember everything, you'll make mistakes. And so Emma, when she came to me when she was 15 and she said, Dad, I want to write a book. I said to myself, how much life experience do you have? Like, she's a kid. She's been in school for a few years. What the hell does she know? Anyway, she wrote a brilliant book, #Success, How Teens Can Create Their Own Brilliant Future. And it was an amazing book. Jack Canfield wrote a dedication for the front cover that said, Emma is destined for greatness this lifetime. Wow. And she said to me, Dad, you know everything about writing a book. I know nothing. I will do every single thing you say. And I said, first of all, I started crying, as I am now. And second of all, I said, how many dads of a teenager ever hear, Dad, I'll do every single thing you say? Poof. So she stayed over at my home and she wrote her book in 4 days. It was actually published on the 4th day, and it was couriered to her home, and she opened up the box and held the first book beside her face and took a selfie and sent it to me in 4 days. She started 8 o'clock on Sunday night, and she sent me that selfie 8 o'clock on Thursday night. 4 days, not to write her book, write it, edited, and formatted, and all the elements of the cover, and printed and shipped to her home, and a selfie and texted it to me. Everything done. Like it was selling in 4 days. Wow. And so she's done everything correct, and it's a great model book to use. In the course, you'll be told to buy it anyway, so you might as well order it now. And what Liz has recommended is that you get the Kindle version because you'll get it like that second. You'll get it instantly. And do you remember Hotels? I don't know if you remember Hotels. Do you remember Hotels? Can you just nod for God's sake? Yes, thank you. Nobody's laughing, but at least you can show some interest. So in Hotels, I actually bring copies of Emma's book. And I tell everyone to go back, drop $20 and get a copy of the book. So yeah, it's best, get a Kindle version now, or order both, Kindle and the physical book, and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good question. Yeah, thank you. And my daughter thanks you. She needs a new pair of shoes.
One more, and maybe Liz, I don't know if you or Aaron, should I hold off to submit my cover until after I go through this?
Correct, yeah.
Yes, please do nothing. Because
Okay.
I will give you advice over and above what the videos say.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Now, Mickey is on the line. Mickey is my Chief Financial Officer. He's muted himself and he won't let his face be shown. But Mickey, if you're there, you might be taking care of the kids.
I'm
Mickey,
here.
if you're there, okay, good. Do you want to say anything to our wonderful folks who are going to be on the Zoom?
No, I'm answering lots and lots of questions that are coming on help@aaron.com. Lots of people want to upgrade, so please send me the emails and I will do my best to work it out with you.
Right. We decided not to get the email address getmarysmoney@aaron.com. It's a big discussion, but we decided against it.
Got it.
Hey,
That's
so
a great book title, right? My next book.
That is, Mary.
I'll tell you the best book title I ever created for somebody, just for fun. This girl's name was Jill Voss, V-O-S-S, Jill Voss. And she had a salary job, but she didn't really like it. And she's very beautiful, but she loved being single. And her misguided relatives and her misguided mother and her misguided married friends kept saying to her, come on, find a guy, settle down, get married, have kids, buy a house. And she kept saying, stop it, I'm happy being single. And she wanted to create a workshop to help single women stay happily single. But nobody would register. They kept saying, do you have a PhD in family relations? Are you a therapist? Let me speak to 792 happy graduates. Like nothing. And so I said, write a book and people will register for your workshop and you'll make a lot of money. And I remember her name is Jill Voss. The title I gave her for her book on how to stay single is Jill Without Jack. Now that's a good title. Jill Without Jack, How Happily Single Women Stay Happily Single. That was one of my favorites. Okay, so thank you. I told a joke that I couldn't hear anyone's laughter. It's so difficult for me. Oh my God. I need lots of acknowledgement. It's so tough on me.
That's great. I love that one.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
That was
DNF said, ha, 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 ha. That's very
Yeah, that was a good title. I like that.
That was fun.
Okay, so I will see you 11 a.m. Eastern time. And for my African friend, I can't see your first name. It's covered up by something.
Webster.
Remister?
Webster. Webster.
Webster. Webster. Webster, what 11 a.m. Eastern is what time for you?
Should be plus 4 hours. That would
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, that's plus 4 hours.
But London is plus 5 hours.
Yeah, London is 2 hours behind us.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 11 a.m. Eastern, and sometimes I end early. Sometimes I finish an hour early, but get ready, like be prepared to stay till 6 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern. Okay, thank you. Contact help@aaron.com. He will help you. He's wonderful. Thank you. And on the show, when it starts, I will assume that everybody is Platinum Plus. If you're not, at least you know what you're not getting, so you don't have to ask questions. Hey, how come I don't get that? Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you, Raymond. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Raymond. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.